all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day. Hey, this y'all Shorty Racheal. Listen, man, I'm on my way to work. I just been, I just been thinking heavy, heavy, heavy. I just want to tell y'all parents, listen. I know that a lot of y'all say that y'all can't be friends with y'all kids, but a lot of y'all is really getting the concept wrong of what it means to be a friend to your kids. And I'm here telling y'all as a mother, as a parent, to please, and I mean this, please take the time to ask your kids every day how they feeling, how they doing, texting them, check on them a lot because hashtag mental health is serious and a lot of kids don't, they don't feel comfortable talking to a lot of people. And as a parent, you expect for them to come to you first, right? And they're not always going to come to you until you're ready. And that has I had to learn that the hard way. I'm gonna be very honest. I had to learn it the hard way. When your kids are ready, they'll come and talk to you. But the same way that you need somebody sometimes to let everything out, like just to let it out, just somebody to hear you out, so that you can let everything that's bottled in out. Your kids need it too because they're going through it. Like, and I'm saying this because I got kids and I listen to my kids, and even though my oldest one is mad at me, like I tell everybody, I know that later on in the future he's gonna understand why his mother did what his mother had to do. Like, I'm not gonna let nobody get in the middle of my bond with my kids, right? There's a bond that a mom and her kids have that only a mom and her kids can have. As a mother, you feel when your child is, how can I say it? Your child is hurting, when your child is going through something. If your child was to, be sick, as a mother, you just know these things. Like, it's just a something that just comes from nature. Like, but really check on them. And I'm saying this because, like, I'm not the only parent that has noticed. I've been talking to a couple of parents. Me myself, like, I had to see with my son, like, he has his own world, and he's a boy. He's a boy. He's a young man growing up to turn into a man. And my job as a mother is to sit here and protect him. Sometimes I may get overprotective, and it makes him back off, and it may take a minute to come to me and talk to me and let me know what's going on. But one thing I can say is that I'm proud. I'm really proud of my son, and I'm talking about my middle son because I got two sons. My oldest one right now is in Virginia with his aunt and his uncle. We working on the situation with him. Hopefully things work out. But the one in the middle, like, he's going through it. So at the end of the day, listen, what me and him talk about is what me and him talk about. But I can't tell you that these kids, the way, I see his friends react and everything, what I listen to his friends say, how they come and they talk to me and they just let everything out. Like, these kids have a life just like us. Like, once they hit that certain age and they start like girls, and, they start making these friends, and they start, how can I say it, making hobbies and much more, they start making their own life. And us adults really need to see that. Like, as a parent, we're supposed to, guide them, not sit here and bring them down with us. Like, our problems are supposed to be our problems. And every day I tell my kids, like, my situation has nothing to do with you. I want you to better yourself. I want you to become who you're supposed to be. Do the things in life that you want to do. Right now, they teens. I want them to be teens. I want them to go out there, play sports. Like, I got one that they both like MMA. So I've been trying to find a way to get him into it. I just found an MMA program that's close to me, something that's not easy to find, but hey, I found one, and I'm gonna sign him up. And hopefully, with that, he gets occupied and stuff like that. But we gotta get our kids out these streets. Like, we gotta get them out these streets because they're these streets is like. Listen, I'm gonna leave that for another live. But parents, I want y'all to know that these kids get depressed. These kids get tired. These kids feel the same way we do when we deal with our everyday situations, with our everyday lives. Like, they actually feel the same way we do. So we need to really, like, back off a little bit and stop putting the burden of our world into theirs. If you're a parent that likes to argue with your child in front of, with your baby dad in front of your kid, stop doing that. Find a time, find a place. Like, I've learned it the hard way. Find a time, find a place. Stop arguing with your baby dad in front of your kids. Try to co-parent. Like, it's not easy for a lot of parents. I know that, but we're gonna have to try, because a lot of these kids fall into depression, and when they fall into depression, they don't want to talk to us. And what's crazy is, like, God forbid it. I thank God I'm blessed that, I'm not, it hasn't happened to me, but we all can go through it. But there's a lot of parents out here losing their kids. They taking their lives. They depressed to the point that they don't know what to do and they don't want to be here. And they shouldn't feel like that. They shouldn't feel like they don't belong in this world, because we didn't bring them here to just, lose them. And my condolences out to any mother out there that has lost their child, to whether they 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. My condolences to all the mothers out there that have lost a child due to suicide because their child was depressed. And yes, I say their child because as a mother, that's what they are, their child. This person could be 50 years old, and when you're a mother, you're going to take care of that child. Hold on one second, because all right, I gotta make sure I don't miss my bus. My stop. But my condolences to all y'all mothers out here. These kids are getting depressed. These kids have a life too. I want y'all to know that. And their life is not easy. Like, we cannot just keep putting the burden of our world into theirs without listening to what's happening in their world, in their life, without listening what's going on. And these kids are really going through it. It's like they're living the life of adults at 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And not just that, some of these kids feel the pressure that us parents have. It's not easy, but some of us are going to have to figure a way out on how to not put our kids in the middle of our situations. Like, real shit. Like, I've seen kids cry, like, I want to get a job, I want to do this, because my mom can't do it. My mom can't feed. My mom can't put food on the table. My mom can't buy me clothes. My mom can't do this. Like, they're feeling their parents' pain, and they're willing to go out there, even selling drugs. Like, yo, y'all don't want them in these corners, but this is what they're going towards, because it's the easiest thing. Like, if y'all was to hear these kids' stories, y'all would be reacting the same way I am. Like, it's a shame. But I'm on my way to work right now. I just wanted to put that out there real quick. Like, yo, watch our kids, please. Watch our kids. Y'all don't want to walk into a room one day and they have overdosed off pills that somebody has given them. Like, there's so many things going on. Please watch your kids. I'm on this live saying it for a reason. And for my kids, boys, I want y'all to know that I love y'all. I love all 3 of my kids. But I need my boys, especially my boys, to know that I'm always going to be here. And I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I'm going to dedicate this song to them. This is something that I dedicated to both my boys 4 years ago. So, boys, if y'all listening, this is how I feel. What street is this? I gotta get off on Crespo. Thank you. I didn't know there was a closer stop. This song, she killed it. The world because I want to. Everyone to learn to. Me, don't you stop needing me.
Even though you hate me, I know you'll let me fuck again. Them soul ties, I'm stuck again. And I ain't never been in love, but I swear to God, I wanna love again.
Hold up. Yo, that song, that was the ending of that song that wasn't supposed to pop up, but it did. I mean, not the ending of that song, an intro to another song. So I apologize for that. But yeah, see, like the mother of a love, the love of a mother is never going to change for her child, no matter how old her child is. So, I know that a lot of us don't intend it. A lot of us don't mean to do it on purpose. A lot of us do it by accident. But when we're having problems, we just can't lean that world into our kids and expect them to understand what it is that we're going through. So it's kind of like I give a shout out to them parents out there that can actually manage to keep their problems with them, and they don't got their kids, worrying. And it's not something easy to do. I'm telling y'all, it's not something easy to do. Can we do it? Yeah. But it's too many parents out here just giving up. And I'm being very honest. Don't give up, because our kids are going through it and probably a little worse than what we've been through. And we don't even know half the stuff they go through. We have to talk to them. You'll be surprised. Me talking to my son, talking to his friends, like the things I hear, you'll be surprised. And one thing I could say is I'm proud to be my son's mother. I'm proud to be the mother of all three of my kids, all three of them. Like, my daughter's a baby. She's still 6, right? I don't got really nothing to complain about yet. She's, a little version of me and her dad put together. The same way that both my boys is a little version of me and their dad put together. So I got 2 baby daddies. One is deceased, and the one is here. He's helping me. He's a good stepdad. He's a good godfather. He's good everything, a good man. Like, he has his flaws, but at the end of the day, I ain't nobody to judge him for his flaws. Who am I? So I'm grateful that he has a male figure in his life that could guide them. It's up to them if they take the advice that he gives them. But me as a mother, my job is to protect them. And no matter how many times they get mad at me, I'm always going to sit them down and have conversations. And at times, I know they'd be like, And since I know they're just hearing me and not listening to me, I'll keep repeating it until they get it. And when they hit that wall, I'm right here, because that's my job. Like, that's my job. I can't sit here, and I didn't give birth to these kids to sit here and just like to lose them. So once again, my condolences, because wow, like moms that have lost their kids to depression, I don't want to ever feel that feeling ever. And I don't, like, I can only imagine how these moms feel that have lost a child. Like, I would love to interview a couple moms, and talk about things that, go around us, that's happened around us, and see what happens. Because I think we need to come together as parents and try to figure out what we could do with our kids and how we could help them. Because when I tell y'all the hashtag mental health system, I mean, no, I'm not, let me take that back. It's not even the hashtag mental health system. It's the people that run the mental health system ain't doing what they're supposed to do. And our kids really need help. Look at everything that's happening. But I just wanted to get on here and just say that, like, we got to take hashtag mental health serious. We got to really talk to our kids. We got to talk to all of them. Like, even if you parents get fed up and y'all get tired, listen, our kids are getting depressed. The bullshit that's happening in the schools, the bullshit they're going through with their friends is getting harder and harder on them. And y'all not listening. Y'all not paying attention. Me, for one, I don't want to be a parent that loses my child. So I'm going to make a stand. I've already made the stand against the school district. Now I'm going to make it together against the school district and the mental health system. Which way is they turning? So hopefully I'm going to see how this works out. And hey, let's talk about it. Listen, before I leave, before I get on here, I want to give a shout out to The Word, to Anita Sweet. I said Rita. To Anita Sweet and Angel Hatton, because I got to ship their gifts this weekend. I'm not able to do it this week because I'm caught up working. But shout out, congratulations, y'all, because they all three of them won the Test Y'all Noggin quizzes. Well, and Anita Sweet got gifted by Frankie Blanco and Young Riaz. Angel, she won one. So we was just practicing. So I want to give a shout out to the Test Y'all Noggin game. I want to thank everybody that joined. Congratulations to the winners. Like, The Word, when you get a chance, hit a shorty up, yo. Like, let me know where I'm shipping your shirt and your ashtray. I think it's a shirt and an ashtray. I gotta look back at the video. But let me know where to ship it at, y'all. And make sure y'all subbed up to the Writers for Life Brings You to Let's Talk About It podcast, so that y'all don't miss anything. Pretty soon we're gonna do the Test Y'all Noggin. We're trying to come up with some more things. So in the process, help a shorty out on that channel. And when it comes to this one, it's family time. It's just regular conversations. A shorty coming on here, letting it out. Me doing the lives on the meetings and all that. So this channel's gonna stay as is. So that's all the time that I got. I hope all of y'all have a blessed and humble day. I hope all of y'all continue to have a blessed and humble day. And don't forget, the bond of a mother and her child is special, yo. Your child is always yours. To the day that he dies, to the day you die. To the day she dies, to the day you die. So, some food for thought, y'all.